Sometimes the strongest food cravings hit when you're at your weakest point emotionally. You may turn to food for comfort, consciously or unconsciously, when facing a difficult problem, feeling stressed or even feeling bored. Emotional eating can sabotage your weight loss efforts. It often leads to eating too much, especially too much high-calorie, sweet and fatty foods. The good news is that if you're prone to emotional eating, you can take steps to regain control of your eating habits and get back on track with your weight loss goals. Hey, I'm Pete Cann, the Laughter Man, and since discovering the huge benefits that laughter can bring to your health, wealth and mental well-being, I've made it my goal in life to spread the word of positivity and laughter to the wider world. Comfort eating is something that I've had to deal with at difficult stages of my life and career, so this video is my attempt to help anyone else out there that might be struggling with emotional eating. If you want to end emotional eating and overcome stress eating, this video might help you. So let's crack on with the video. How the mood, food, weight loss cycle works. Really, emotional eating is eating as a way to soothe negative emotions such as stress, anger, fear, boredom, sadness and loneliness. Major life events and the hassles of daily life can trigger negative emotions that lead to emotional eating and disrupt your weight loss efforts. These emotional triggers might include relationship conflicts, work or other stressors, fatigue, financial pressures or health problems. Some people eat less in the face of strong emotions, but if you're in emotional distress, you might turn to impulse or binge eating, where you find yourself consuming whatever is close to hand without any real enjoyment. In fact, emotions can become so tied to eating habits that you will automatically reach for a treat whenever you're angry or stressed without thinking about what you're doing. Food also serves as a distraction. If you're worried about an upcoming event or stewing over something, you may focus on eating comfort food instead of dealing with that painful situation. Whatever emotions drive you to overeat, the end result is usually the same. The effect is temporary. The emotions return and you are likely then to bear the additional burden of guilt about setting back your weight loss goal. This can also lead to an unhealthy cycle. Your emotions trigger you to overeat, you beat yourself up for getting off your weight loss track, then you feel bad and then you overeat again. I know that this used to be me. If you recognise this cycle, let me know in the comments below on what you do to try and stop it. And I've got some emotional eating solutions that might work for you the same way they work for me. When you start to feel that negative emotion triggering emotional eating, you can take steps to control those cravings. To stop emotional eating, you could try to keep a food diary. Write down what you eat, how much you eat, when you eat, how you're feeling when you eat, and how hungry you are. Over time, you might see patterns that reveal the connection between mood and food. Tame your stress. If stress contributes to your emotional eating, try a stress management technique such as laughter yoga, meditation, or deep breathing. Have a hunger reality check. Ask yourself if your hunger is physical or emotional. If you ate just a few hours ago, you're probably not hungry. Giving the craving time to pass. Get support. You're more likely to give in to emotional eating if you lack a good support network. Lean on family and friends or try joining a support group. Fight boredom. Instead of snacking, distract yourself with a healthier behaviour. Take a walk, watch a film, play with your cat, listen to music, read, surf the internet or call a friend. Don't dwell on that immediate emotion. Take away temptation. Don't keep hard to resist comfort foods in your home, and if you feel angry or down, postpone your food shop until you have your emotions back in check. Those are my first 6 tips on ideas of how to combat emotional eating. If any of this has struck a chord with you, why not consider subscribing to my channel? I've got loads of information about how to lead a happy, positive life, as well as tips of how to use laughter to create happiness and well-being in your personal and professional life. I've got 3 more tips to help you stop emotional eating, so why don't we crack on with them? And my next tip is, don't deprive yourself. When trying to lose weight, you might limit your calories too much. Eat the same food repeatedly or banish treats. This is probably just going to increase your food craving, so instead try and eat satisfying amounts of healthier foods. Enjoy the occasional treat and get plenty of variety to help stop those cravings. Snack healthy. If you do feel the urge to eat between meals, choose a healthy snack, something like fresh fruit, vegetables with a low-fat dip, nuts or even unbuttered popcorn. You'll be surprised just how much those healthy snacks can fill you up. Learn from setbacks. We all have off days. Try not to beat yourself up about it and instead forgive yourself and start afresh the next day. Try and learn from experience and figure out how you can prevent it happening again. Just remember the positive changes you're making. Give yourself plenty of credit for giving it a go. When to seek professional help. If you've tried self-help options but still can't control emotional eating, consider therapy with a mental health professional. Therapy can really help you understand why you eat emotionally and will help you to learn coping skills. I hope this video has helped, and I know I still follow some of these tips myself and they really help me. So remember, if Pete can, you can. Fresh fruit, vegetables with a low fat deep.